I was a fool to think that you would slide for me, you would ride for me. Damn, I must be crazy to think you would die for me. Got a lot of problems, but I never hide from them. Never shied from them, or blame them on my homie. See, this the type of shit that make me wake up in the morning, thanking God for everything, cause he will keep me going. Y'all just hear these raps, but y'all ain't really even knowing the pressure that I dealt with, pain that I done felt. I gave people love I should be giving to myself. I put niggas on while I was sitting on the shelf. One thing about Gotti, he ain't never been selfish, but maybe that's the problem I've been having with myself. You been showing niggas love, showing bitches love, but when you think about it, they won't throw your ass a dub. Think about it, Gotti, where was they when you was struggling? Think about it, Gotti, where was they when you was up? So I don't give a fuck, I didn't do this with no luck. I had to be tough, I had to grow up. Moms ain't lived her life yet, I gotta blow up. I gotta go hard, I gotta come up. Yeah. It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you. Yeah. It's fuck them bitches if they not being loyal to you. Yeah. It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you. Yeah. It's fuck them bitches if they not being loyal to you. Catch up, I just got my bread up, and I keep it with me and it's one inside the head. Cause niggas ain't loyal, they'll rather see you dead. And bitches ain't loyal, they'll get you for that bread. Yeah, and get you locked inside a jam. All of those mistakes really made me who I am. Like fuck it, I can fold, but I've been sticking to the plan. All them losses that I took, that's what turned me to a man. Back when I was down, my brother used to buy me grams. Told me get my mind right, you $1 million man. So this is for the niggas who had doubts about it, and this is for the niggas tried to count me out. Now every time I touch a mic, I bring a classic out it. You know them county building days bring the passion out me. And all them niggas used to hate, now they ask about me. And them hoes ain't loyal, they getting passed around. It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you. It's fuck them bitches if they not being loyal to you. It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you. It's fuck them bitches if they not being loyal to you. It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you. It's fuck them bitches if they not being loyal to you. Huh? It's fuck them niggas if they not being loyal to you.
Baby, we're turned up over here, baby. It's the B-Side show.
Act like you know, man. Every Monday night, man, we're doing this. We would like to promote stuff, too. That's why if artists out there, we play new videos. If you guys don't know already, we try to promote new stuff every week so you guys are in tune. And we want to tap you in with all the new shows as well, man. We got something coming up. Go ahead and introduce yourself first, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
B-Side show in the house. Shouts out to everybody. Cash One. Most sarcastic motherfucker I ever met. Hey, I'm DJ Seedless, if you don't know. Belligerent. Hey, down Hard Work Microphone Collective, Cola Crew, Juice Los Angeles. You know how we do it. Just came down tonight to talk about a little event we got going on this Sunday, June 16th at the Offbeat Bar in Highland Park. It's on the 6300 block of Highland Park, of York Boulevard, in Highland Park. It's basically right off of the intersection of York and Figueroa. Very easy to find. It's going to be a celebration of life for my big homie Darkside 90042, who is not with us anymore. And he was a big influence to the Northeast hip-hop movement. I think there's pretty much nobody, whether it's Foxy One, Mass Transit Crew, Jugga the Beast back in the day, nobody wasn't influenced by Darks. He was one of the first cats that we all seen rhyming when we were growing up. So he had passed away a few years, about 5 years ago now. And actually he passed away on Father's Day. So this is actually going to be a very important date that I wanted to do the show on Sunday for that reason, to commemorate his life. but also that he was a big father. He had, I think, 3 or 4 kids, and he just was always doing stuff with his kids and always supporting people in a lot of ways, feeling like a father to the scene. So I felt it was very appropriate in that sense to do something on Father's Day. Now, that being said, I know a lot of people got things going on Father's Day. So what we did is we put the event late in the evening. So if you do your family stuff in the daytime, it's going to be from 9 to 1 in the morning. We're going to have a big open mic, so anybody who wants to come and spit can come and spit. We're going to have a lineup of all Northeast LA, primarily all Highland Park artists performing. And it's going to be free to get in, so it should be really fun. Also, all the proceeds are going to go to the American Cancer Society, which is something that Darkside was going through. Obviously, he had some issues with his health, and I just felt it would be appropriate for doing the event to bring some energy back to support some people in the community who are, helping people deal with these type of issues, as we all have to go through them with our families. And there's nobody, I don't think, who hasn't had a family member or somebody close to them that's had to go through these things. So it's something that we all need to like.
It could resonate with everybody, and the thing is, though, for you, I commend you for taking that step, not only to honor somebody that influenced you as well, but to do it for a good cause as well. And people could go out there, like artists that do want to get on the mic that don't get the chance that often, maybe, or whatnot, or just real people that are everywhere, get on the mic real quick. But there's going to be a lot of dope performances, and make sure you check it out. What else might be in the bill? You might have some vendors and stuff.
Let's see, I got some native tacos is going to be there. They're pretty dope. We do like fry bread tacos.
Okay.
And then also we're going to have some dope artists. I'm trying to think who's on the lineup. I got C1. If you guys know C1, he's been in the scene forever. Another dude that's throwing tons of shows in support of the community. Got Turtle. Turtle's going to be up there doing a set for us. Mass Transit Crew's going to be there. I got LA Native, another big homie of mine from Juice, Los Angeles. And a lot of other artists. I don't want to forget anyone, but I can't remember everybody, so we'll just say that we're going to throw up the flyer, I think, on the graphics, so you'll be able to get more information, or you can find me. I'm on Instagrams and whatnot, Seedless 0, and I'll have more information for you guys. And we're really hoping to do this more regularly. I think we wanted to do this initially years ago, but obviously with the pandemic and all these things happening, all of our lives have been thrown into disarray for years and years. The economies and these crazy elections and wars, and oh my gosh, it's like hard sometimes to just focus on what's really important. But I think that is the flip side of the coin, that after going through a lot of hard times, we always come back to what's really important and to our people, and that this music is always what feeds our spirits.
And that's why it's important, because this music feeds our spirit, and we're hip hop heads, and this is the shit that makes us feel good, and we're always gonna have some part of it and be a part of it. We wanted to ask you too, man. I know we're promoting the show, but you're also back to getting some music put out as well. Let's talk about that real fast.
Oh yeah, man. So I've been working with a group called Mercenary Music. They're based out of the Valley, out of Van Nuys, and they've been doing a lot of mixing they did the Cali Life track that I did a couple years ago, and that was my first really chance working with them. So after that, those couple tracks that we did for the Nerd Gang album, I really was like, wow, these guys are incredible. So I felt like I need to bring some of my old music. Some people who know me know I've been producing around for a long time, probably more than 15 years. So I have a lot of tracks that I just mixed with really no equipment, no plugins, no nothing. We were just making tracks and putting them out back in the day. So now finally that I've gotten this chance to work with some great engineers, we're taking some of these old tracks. So for example, I have a bunch of tracks with this kid named Kid Crumbs from The Roots, who was one of the original members of The Roots from when I used to live in Philadelphia. So we're going to be re-releasing some of those tracks. I got a track I did with Reverie way back in the day. We're hopefully going to get a chance to remaster and remix that track. A lot of other stuff. I got a joint with Percy P and Kazar from Rhyme Fighters. Shout out Rhyme Fighters.
Oh, man.
I want to get that one remastered. It's really so much. But also we're doing new music. On top of that, I'm also doing a bunch of new music. So I got some stuff coming out. Hopefully we're going to do, Cash and I are going to do a joint for Halloween.
That's right.
We always like to bring that spooky energy out. So,
Yeah.
So I got that going on.
As you
and
should.
Then, I got something with Mike Manson. I think is going to be the first one to drop. Is going to be with Mike Manson. It's called Audio Canvas. We just got the masters back and we got the art back. We got this really dope graph artist from Indonesia did the covers for us. named Flix1. Shout out Flix1. And yeah, we're getting ready to drop that hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then I got another joint called Dust that's about to come out. This is like a funk throwback joint where we actually sampled a bunch of records, but then I actually went in the studio with musicians and we did some bass guitars and we did flutes and guitars and a bunch of really cool production. So that one's gonna have a just totally different vibe and something really new and unique for myself, a chance to get my own producing. Because not only am I rapping on some of the joints, but then on some of the joints I'm also producing on them. And then I got another joint with Longevity about to drop.
What up, homie?
So yeah, I just really, I mean, everyone knows me. I've been kind of like doing so much music for years, but a lot of times I get real self-critical and I want to put music out, but I don't want to put it out unless it's really going to have the chance to shine. So I think, you know, getting the chance to work with Mercenary Music was a big thing for me, and finally
So it'll sound how you want it to sound when it drops.
Absolutely.
Man.
I gotta live with this stuff, you know? It's like, you know?
Yeah. No. Hey, you know what? And shout out to you. You know, we never like plan this stuff on purpose, but things end up having their theme like throughout the night every Monday. But like this, we have a bunch of people tonight that really care about the culture of hip hop, and it's dope, man. Because I can feel it. So thank you for coming through, brother. And one more time, let them know about the show.
Hey, Sunday night, Highland Park, June 16th, the Offbeat Bar, a celebration of life for Darkside 90042. You know how we do it, Northeast LA in the building.
That's
Shouts
right.
out to Rabbit, B-Side Show, Fally,
Yeah,
holding it down.
Yeah. Thank
Everybody
you,
else
bro.
here, Sicario, that was ill, bro. I don't know if you're still in here, but I really enjoyed that performance, man. That was beautiful.
Yeah, man, we dig that shit, man. I'm telling you, I could feel the music, dog, like no matter what. So we'll be right back. We'll play a quick
Happy
video.
birthday, Shaye Whitey.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Let's throw it out there again, man. What up, Shaye? Hey. Man, Lo, you might even have to take a selfie with him today, man, Lo. Hey, but we'll be right back after this video with another show to promote, and then we'll have our next guest, man, to end the evening. Let's get it.
Right back on the floor, Lord. This is not where I belong. Looking up at a closed door, Lord. Wondering what the went wrong. I keep distracting myself. I'm fractured. I'm pieces of the whole. Living and lacking, fists clenched. Loving hard, but it's not tracking. Sweat drenched. My body gave up. Brain soft at best. Anxiety gets tested. Never been better rested. Yet the stress of mere existence takes all the strength I've got left. My shortness of breath. My beating heart. My throbbing veins. My friends all think I've gone insane. I consider leaving the earth or cracking open a beer. I'm not a drunk, but I get it. I don't want drugs. I don't want hugs. I don't want people to ask me what's wrong. I already regret everything I've ever done wrong. You belong. That's what he says. You belong to me. You belong to me. You are mine, dear. He says you're mine, dear. You are all I see. Right back on the floor, Lord. I turn my heart to you for help. Closed doors, close to you, Lord. I surrender all I've got left of myself. I give my time, I give my life. I throw myself on the floor near your feet's the place I adored. And get here by choice, didn't get here by chance. The lessons you out are all just part of it. Of this immaculate dance. I surrender my thoughts, I'll stay here as long as you need me to, Lord. Sometime I hear you say I gave you thunder. Baby girl, how many more signs do you need? I gave you lightning, my love. Tried to scare you away from me. You ran home like a little babe. You didn't believe I had your back. You didn't trust that you were mine. When will you learn? You are the sign. You belong. You are the sign. You belong to me. For this love. You are mine, dear. I've been praying. You are all I see. I've been waiting, longing for this love. I've been praying, dreaming of this day. I've been flailing, lying, saying, hey guys, I'm okay. Thinking I am full, thinking I know you. But then I hear a small voice say, what does he say? He says you're mine, dear. That's what he says. You belong to me. You are mine, dear. He says you're mine. That's what he says. You are all I see. I need you in the darkness, need you in the light. I need you whether I'm wrong or right. I don't want to keep looking, my soul's tired, my heart aches. But then I close my eyes, lost in the dark. One word from you is all it takes. One word, That's all it takes to make me feel whole, to restore my soul, to fill up empty spaces, to know your many faces. To love you is my purpose, to spread your grace, my only goal, to co-create in this space, to take chances in this place. You're the only word I'll ever need to know. That's one word. Says. You're the only word I'll ever need to know. You are mine, dear. He says you're mine, dear. You are all I see. You belong. That's what he says. You belong to me. You are mine, dear. He says you're mine, dear. You are all I see.
Oh yes, baby, we keep it pushing. The energy is live. It's Monday, baby.
Yeah.
B-side.
We like it like that, man. It's that hip hop vibes right here on the B-side show. We got our next guest in here because there's another show coming up this weekend that you guys need to know about if you don't already. And let's talk. Go introduce yourself first, guys.
What's up? It's your girl Patchez.
Peace, Jelani Kimball, the ill spot.
The ill spot in the building, man.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for coming through and on our platform because we got to let these people know what's going on, man. So, what we got coming up?
Well, Patchez Circus LA is coming to town on Saturday, June 15th in downtown LA. You can give us a follow at Patchez Circus, Patchez Patchez Circus on Instagram. For more information, click the link in the bio for tics. But it's going to be an amazing event, and I'm really excited to bring this creation to LA.
So what is it? What is it? Talk about what the creation is. Let them know what's going on.
The best way to put it is an adult variety show mixed with live music, hip hop. We got rock music, punk music. We also have some EDM DJs. We got people from all over different scenes, all over LA. And I also have some people flying in from Atlanta that performed in the original show that was Patchez Circus ATL.
And that's where it originated from, right? That's where you created the show originally. You were in ATL, and then you might as well bring it back because you were mentioning you got a lot of your influence on the music side from over here on this side.
Definitely. I am Project Blodian. I got put on the 20th year anniversary, which was the same year I won Best Female Artist for the Urban Underground. I don't know if y'all remember them days.
Yes.
Airliner. Yeah, that was a good year for me. You know what I mean? I performed at the Ford Amphitheater that year. Like, it was like really good. So I've been involved in the hip hop scene for a very long time, like 20 plus years. I started actually in college in Northern California, Monterey Bay, working on my documentary about women in hip hop. Brought it back home, started interviewing people at Project Blode, at Juice, and other spots, and incorporated all of that into everything that I was doing. Eventually made the right connections with Gigi. She had me start hosting at Urban Underground, and then I started doing stuff for Project Blode as well, eventually becoming part of the crew.
That's right, man. And that influence carried into, I guess it would be the background of these events because the music is flowing with the events.
Right. So when I went to Atlanta, I mainly went there to work on art, and someone found out that I did hip hop music. And they're like, yo, come do some stuff for us. So I did some stuff as Poetic, and then I did some stuff as Patchez. People really loved Patchez, so we eventually created the circus. It started as a house party, and then it turned into a 4-stage festival.
Nice.
It was crazy. So that is what I'm bringing back to LA. We did our first Patchez Circus LA in the winter, and it was a rainforest, but it's cool. We're making up for it right now. Into Spring Circus. It's going to be amazing. Like I said, downtown LA. I want to see everybody there.
Yeah, man. So how can they get the tickets and whatnot, and what's the best spot to contact you also? Yeah, let me just make sure his mic's on too.
Tickets, so you can find the ticket link on the Instagram, Patchez Circus. We go through, it's a black-owned ticketing company called VIP Socio.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to them. And we also have, we can find the promo everywhere. Any social media network, we got it all out there. Just want to shout out Patchez bringing me on to help with this. We've been a good partnership as far as
and then but Jaylani, like you've been doing coordinating or curating and doing different events yourself for a long time, so
yeah, we're at 15.
To find for the ill spot, but to find someone you could partner with and see the same things is dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I've tried working with a lot of people, and sometimes it goes well, and sometimes I won't be back.
Yeah. But that's just the reality of doing these things.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Jelani about this. Like, I reached out to him because I know Jelani 10 plus years now.
Yeah.
And I seen
50, man, you know me before I was throwing shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I seen your
almost
progress and the hard work that he puts in. And like a lot of us, we're creatives. You know what I mean? I have a million ideas. I could throw shows every single weekend for every type of genre. Like my ideas are just like, and I can bring my ideas to Jelani, and he's like, all right, let's logistically figure this out. And I'm like, this is who I need in my life. Thank you.
No, it's funny. We were just talking over here about, I was talking about how I don't make music. People are like, oh, what, you don't rap? You don't DJ? No, I was like, hey, I'm all on the business side. Yeah. And we need that.
He's not.
Oh, yeah, we probably heard you rap a couple times.
Everybody swears I got a couple mixtapes out there.
Yeah, right.
That would be funny.
Hey, no, but it's dope how it works out though. That you always need. That's the thing. Like, to make the whole thing work, everybody can't be doing the same thing. You need a team like that. Everybody plays their position and makes it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's good, man. So, again, you guys get these tickets. What's the best spot once again to go find out how to get there?
So, like I said, we are working with a company. I actually met them out in Atlanta. It's a black-owned ticketing agency. They're called VIP Socio. You can find them online. You just type it in, VIP SOCIO. And then in the search, you can just type Patchez Circus, and it will come up right away.
Okay.
But I wanted to speak on that real quick because this ticketing service is so great, because unlike Eventbrite that is always charging you a lot of money to sell your tickets,
they always got to make their side money.
This company is not about that. Their charges are very minimum, and they really want to work with artists from all over. So if anybody is interested in that, feel free to hit me up. I'll link you with our people. And they have a platform with over 30,000 people that they send out information to in the Los Angeles area. So,
well, we have, as a culture of hip hop anyways, I think I see it a lot because we're in the scene a little bit with the platform and all, but I think it needs to show more how we support our own businesses instead of giving these other people that don't care about us or getting the money off of these things that we do, and I think we can make it better for all of us if we support each other that way. And I hear what you're saying on that. That's real. So yeah, thank you for that. Where can they find you guys? Let them know all your socials and all that.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
Jelani Kimball, Smooth J .14, the ill spot on all socials.
And wait, do you have one? Do you have one for this?
Cheesecakes by Jay.
Yes.
So good.
Hey, man,
I do a lot out here. So
yeah, you know what though? Thank you, because if you have a talent for something, you don't suppress it. Let it all out. Like cheesecake.
You gotta have multiple hustles, right?
This guy makes
We got
some
some
cheesecakes.
cookies and cream, strawberry tiramisu, Boston. Stop playing, please. Reach out.
Stop playing.
Cheesecake
Hey,
by
and thank
Jay.
you.
Man low knows.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing one for my brother's birthday too. I appreciate that, man.
Happy
That's dope.
birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday, Shaye.
Yeah. And what about you?
Happy
Oh, there we
birthday
go.
to ya. Happy birthday.
See?
It's your birthday.
Let's go.
There's your live performance, Shaye,
Yeah.
for your birthday.
Yes,
Hey,
so
what's your socials? Yeah.
You can follow me. Well, the OGs know poetic__s. Alternative, alter ego is Patchez, PATCHEZ, Clowns, CLOWNZ on Instagram and all the medias. I'm on all this stuff.
And you guys will check out a dope show, something different,
Yes.
but with still the stuff you love. So you'll check it out. Make sure you guys tap in. Thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate it.
Can I say one more thing
Yes,
real quick?
yes, you can.
All right. So one thing about the circus and why I started it was because I wanted to highlight POC that are in the circus arts. And a lot of people think that the circus arts started in Europe, but it actually didn't. It started with the indigenous communities. It started with the Hayokas of the Native American lands, and it started with African tribes. Almost every single tribe has had some type of clownery happening. And so I'm bringing it back to us, and that's the main thing. Most of my artists are POC, and that's something that I want to promote and want to highlight them, because a lot of times we're not seen, and especially in the circus world, we're not seen. So I'm highlighting them and showcasing them. So that's what this is really about. Thank you so much for having us. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you know what I like, and thank you, man. Can we get a round of applause for that? Shit's dope. We need to do that more. And I see it more. Maybe it's not shown on the mainstream as much, but the fact that we're supporting each other and making these things known, that there's so much talent in our communities as well that need to be showcased, and thank you for that. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
B-Side Show, man. We do this every single week. We got another artist that's been doing this for a while too, and he's got new stuff. They've got new promotions, a bunch of new stuff going on, and I'll be glad to have him coming up next, man. We got Click the Supah, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Peace.
Quédense, compa Noé. We right here at Colores, getting ready for the video shoot. Yeah, he cutting them, doing a little design right here. Cáigale. We're about to get in scene.
Heavily armed suspects sighted entering the parking garage at the Arcadius Business Center. Officers requesting assistance.
Worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. The bulls with the business. We them worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. Yeah, the bulls with the business. You ain't a killer, you just bark a lot. I'm surrounded by real killers, and sometimes these dogs don't even bark at all. I tell a bitch to sleep on the floor before I put my dogs in a kennel. I'm laid out on the bed with them. These my breadwinners. Worldwide money making capitan. That's Big Ba, me the grand champ. Taking pictures on a yacht or on a speeding boat with the fam. Watch this revenue expand. I'm in Miami cause the hustle don't stop. Even exchanges at the borders of Tijuana. I get 3 pounds of marijuana for these newborns. They said we couldn't, but dinero helped me prove them wrong. So for life, they my personal bodyguards. Try to rob me, dead bodies left on my front yard.
My dogs, cause they gon' get him by the balls and try to cause me to fall.
Worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. The bulls with the business. We them worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. The bulls with the business. This that fresh line fuego, that brown infierno. Dinero el perro, trae oro en el cuello. Que rollo con la feria, conectado with a crazy fool. Don't make me let my dogs loose. Negreta bulls, trato hecho. Don't be stupid with investments. Start investing in Quest Coast. Just ask Fresh, bro. I'm like a fucking dog whisperer. It don't get no fresher than the bulls. Worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. The bulls with the business. We them worldwide go-getters, no kennels. All my dogs live life like I'm living. Gold chains on my perros and their children. The bulls with the business.
Purchase your tracks today.
Ese compa Noé, we right here at Colores, getting ready for the video shoot. Yeah, he cutting them, doing a little design right here. Cáigale, cáigale. We're about to get in scene.
We're back, man. It's the B-Side Show. We do this thing every Monday night, man, and the livest artist coming through. And this was, again, another dope show because everybody's, like, feeling this. Like, this is culture that we really care about. And this artist is no different. This artist, this businessman, he does everything when it comes to this culture. And I would like to share that with everybody. But go introduce yourself, man.
What's up, yo? I'm Click the Super Latin.
That's right. Yeah, man. And you know what? Here's another thing I wanted to say off top. Like, you know, because I know your son, too, and I know, like, pretty good, you know, how his mind works and how the hip-hop culture is so important to him. And the way your son is, like, you could tell he has a good dad, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you took him, but I remember this because I go way back in the culture as well, but you used to even take him to events, and we'll get into it of all the stuff you've done, but you used to take him to stuff since he was young. He's been exposed to the culture for a while.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he started rapping with me about when he was 2.5 years old.
Yeah, see?
I was in a room practicing for a show, and he was hitting all my rhyme words, all the doubles, right? But he was doing it like on point.
Yeah.
And I was like, Lisa, to my wife, Lisa, you hear that? And she's like, yeah, he's, you know. And so I just let him practice with me. And then one day I was like, maybe I should do a song with him. Yeah. Just throw him on a hook or something. So at 2.5, he recorded on the hook. And then at 3 years old, I got a show in Long Beach. And it was his first time performing. And it was funny as shit because he was only 3. And at that age, you really don't know nothing. You're just having fun. And so as soon as we brought him out, and this is the days, you know, that whole this type of dance type thing, you know. Yeah. And so he was.
I still do that.
He starts doing that during the song, and he had a baseball jersey on, but there was no shirt under it. He takes it off, throws it on the floor, and then he does his hooks, but he acts like he's done it before. Yeah. So then it's my son, so I had fun. Number one, watching him, and I thought it was still dope. And there was during the process of him always rhyming with me, so thank God I put him on my albums. Because I believe that the first song he recorded, of course, was 3, but that wasn't commercially released. It was a demo tape. On my first album, he was about 8 or 9, and he was on 2 cuts on that album. And then about 10 or 11, he was on my second album. And it's just funny because I've had people that are so hip-hop purist kind of a thing where it's like, come on, man, you know, you got to quit putting your kid on stage because you're going to make hip-hop look soft. And some of these people have him featured on their album right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a monster, man. So, but that's how I started, just watching me. Then I slowly incorporated my second son, JoJo, into the show, and he was learning how to b-boy as well. So he would rap with us, but also be breaking at Rocksteady Crew anniversaries and whatnot. And then my daughter comes along, and I can't leave her out because she's watching her brothers. So I put her on a song, and that's the last time I think we ever recorded together like that.
Yeah. You know, but that's cool, man, because the kids see what you're doing, you know, as they're coming up, and to make them a part of it, that's like an important thing too. And then for them to carry it on, you know, they really cared about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to force nobody.
Yeah.
But but I figured if they want to do it, just put them on, and it made for a good show. It really, really did. One of the highlights was probably when he was about 9. At the time, my name was really bubbling for the beatbox stuff. Yeah. So KRS's assistant is looking for a beatboxer for his show. I was booked the same night somewhere else, and so I go to the spot. I think it was a Key Club, and I told KRS, I said, listen, man, you know, I had met him previously when Tech was like 3 months old. I actually have a picture of KRS holding Tech at 3 months old. So I tell him about that story, how we took the picture, but then I said, hey, listen, I'm booked across town, so I can't beatbox at your event. So if you want us to go on, I got to go on now. So we open up. It was an album release for a criminal justice album, and this is when KRS was like the A&R guy at Reprise Records. So we're at this reprise party. There's executives, everybody. We go out there, man, and I do my whole beatbox set, and I ended the set, and I beatbox Still Number One. And that's like one of Tech's favorite joints. So you imagine a 9-year-old who probably wasn't born when that song came out.
Yeah.
And he rocked the whole first verse in front of KRS. And KRS came out, was like, oh. So that's probably one of the biggest highlights, watching them react, you know?
You know what? And dog, I've got to kick it in, rooms, and it actually got to introduce him before at a show and stuff. But KRS-One, like, also really cares about the shit, so he supports everything he sees like that. So I already feel what you're saying, and I wasn't even there, bro. So that's dope, man. So new stuff. So you got so much going on, bro, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never plan on recording again. I stopped 2007, roughly. I had 2 commercial albums, and on the 3rd album in 2000, I started working on a Christian album because I became a Christian at that time. And it was cool. I mean, I did my thing, but then I have to be inspired to write because honestly, I'm a beatboxer first who had to learn how to rap. And so I have to be inspired to write. It just doesn't come all the time. And so I was talking to a cousin of mine a few years back, and I hadn't talked to him in 30-something years, man. And he was like, hey, Tony, ¿cuántos años tienes? And I was like, oh, I'm 51. I told him in Spanish. And he was like, ya estás en el quinto piso, which means you're on the 5th floor now. And so I was laughing because the way it sounded was funny to me. And then I sat there and I was like, that's an album title. Wait, right? Yeah. I'm like, I could talk about being 50 all day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that men talk about around the barbecue, like, hey, man, do your knees hurt?
But you know what? And also that's an achievement. It's an achievement to get to the 5th floor, bro, because a lot of people don't get to that. I started realizing that more, dog, as I got old. Like, damn, it's an honor to still be here and rock because we've been losing a lot of folks, man. And
what really cracked me up even more is because at this time I'm watching, certain clips, you get on Facebook, it's like, oh, the hottest bars ever, Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll watch this one. And then you see rappers in their 40s and 50s, and I'm not bagging on them. This is just my take of when I see them, right? They're me and my crew click, clack, blah, blah, right? And I'm watching them. I'm like, dude, you're taking high blood pressure medication.
Yeah. You're not doing that no more. Yeah.
And now if that was you then, I mean, now some people still got it like that, but it just made me realize, man, ain't nobody even trying to embrace their age. And so this whole album, which is funny to me because my son, when he heard it, he laughed so hard through some of the joints and was like, dude, he goes, this is so, like, there's zero ego on these albums, this record, because you can't have one, really. I mean, I wish I could do stuff that I did in the past. I got a joint called 230, which represents the amount of time I would have if I got in a fight with somebody younger than me. 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Ain't even that stretching it, bro.
Yeah. You know before you gas out, like you got to give them good hits before. Yeah.
In one, yeah. And so that every song on the album is not comedic, but it embraces your age. Man, hip hop is grandparents, bro. We're grandparents. Like, there's no way around being a grandparent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why am I still acting like, or why am I being so aggressive?
You know, and that's one of the things, because hip hop being one of the youngest genres of official music is, I don't think everybody's realized how to get off of that part. Is like, you can still make music as you get older, but you don't have to talk about things like maybe you don't do anymore or whatnot. Like,
we're from an era, bro. We're from an era, and we should be proud of the era we're from.
Yes.
And we should be able to be approachable by other MCs, by younger MCs that want to learn things, because, like you said, we're literally the first ones at this level, musically, genre-wise. We are, and it's like
50. Hip hop's gonna be 51 this year, right? Yeah, 51 this year. Yeah.
So I want the younger cats to go, hey man, hear my. Actually, so really quick. So we just got out of Gemwork Festival, right? It's Tech the Super Latins Festival, and we had
wait, not real quick, because we're gonna talk about that too. So
I didn't know that.
Go ahead with your. Yeah.
So what was I? See, here's my age now. What was I saying before I did that?
No, before you talk about Gemwork, you just came from the Gemwork show you were talking about.
So we had an artist featured on there. His name was Extra Mile. Now, Extra Mile is an artist that I produced back in the 90s that got signed to a major label. Like, that was my first time ever hitting that level production-wise. And so the album never came out because when we were recording, we didn't have an assigned A&R person from that label. It was just us. So the guy who signed him, when we came back with the album, the guy wasn't there anymore, and they didn't know who the hell we were, and so the album never came out. So Tech gave me a chance to do something on gem work that is called I Was Here. Because at some point, you know, an artist was here doing their thing. It may not have panned out, but that doesn't mean they weren't dope. So I'm trying to feature those artists that I remember. Like I'm trying to get Superb on the slot as well. So with Extra Mile, he had told me, he goes, man, I'm nervous because I don't know if they're going to fill my stuff. I said, bro, you were 18 when you recorded this. 18-year-olds are going to relate to you because you're speaking what they thought, you know, slang may be slightly different, but no. And I love this era right now because I feel like I'm watching young cats appreciate older cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it. Yeah, some still want to be a smartass about it, but, you know, for the most part, they do. Like, you can see a DJ gray, and you never think he could DJ until you see him on the wheels. You know, then it's almost like, oh.
You know, I'm glad you said that because I don't think that part gets that people say that like the opposite, like the kids don't appreciate and yeah, there's some little, you know, subgenres of the music also that maybe don't relate to that, but for the most part, from what I've seen, we see all the up and coming artists right here, bro, on this platform, and they really care about from what I've seen, they respect the OGs and all that. So I'm glad you said that, bro.
Nah, man,
yeah.
He says the 30-year-olds, right?
Yeah. No, but I feel you on that, man. So let's talk about it before we get to the, you know, we'll talk a little more in depth of the newest project, but let's talk about gem work, man. You guys are doing a lot of things, man, and it's cool.
Listen, I'm going to give credit where credit is due, right? So gem work is not me. It's Tech. It's my son, Tech. It's all him. Really, I'm just a sound guy. You know what I'm saying?
Just the sound guy. If we don't let him say that, Bundy, just the sound. The sound guy is one of the most important pieces in every show. So
no, I know.
I'm kidding.
No, you're right. You know, my point being is that, like when people go, hey man, how can I get on? I'm going, you gotta talk to Tech.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's in? That's Tech. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a sound dude. Not that it's not in that way that it may have came out. You know what I mean? But he books the acts. He creates the flyers. He gets the designs. You know, the logos and I mean, and the marketing and all the social media. That's
he's also tapping in with these artists too. Yes. Between him and Bundy too, like tapping in with all these artists. Yeah.
Now, mind you, it's not like I hear you rap, right? And so I'll book you. No, it's like literally he's listening to every artist's music. You know how much time that takes, man? Yeah. Now, aside from the workload of it all, he still has to go to work. He still has to be a daddy. He's got 2 kids. Yeah. So early on when Tech was coming out with his own music in 2014, when he got serious about rapping, I started producing his stuff, taking him around and whatnot. And he worked hard to a degree, but he didn't have that drive like, no, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna, you know, because this is a long run game, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he worked hard enough, but to carry the name Super Latin, like you know, you got to do more than just one thing, and that's where my name came from, because it's like I rapped, I produced, I engineered, recorded, mastered everything. You know what I'm saying? Beatbox. Then you would see me at a show and all of a sudden I'd bust a head spin weighing 240 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Or a windmill. So there was multiple things that I did to be able to call myself the Super Latin. Right. So with him, I was like, okay, now you're carrying the Super Latin name like a last name, right? I said, but really you're not, man, I had to carry a lot of shit. Like you're carrying one heavy bag, I had to carry 5. Yeah. Then when he did gem work, man, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Yeah. And to manage that stress, and it's not the level that he put in, man. He definitely earned.
I mean, you're already proud of your son, but that it took it to another.
Yeah, that made me go like, okay, because I can't do it. I can't. I'm 50. I'm not listening to new rappers anymore. I can't remember half the shit. So it's too much work. So to me, I have my company, Click Sound and Stage, right? So I'm used to going out, setting up a stage, setting up the line array, setting up the trussing. I'm used to that. That's my muscle memory stuff. But the energy that it takes to do what he's doing, I can't do. I cannot do it, man. It's a lot. So props to those who really made it. Like, you know, remember Rock the Bells?
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I remember when it was in the clubs and it blew to the level. And then, you know, your aspiration is to go, I wish I could do something as big as Rock the Bells. But then, like, this Jamrock Fest ain't even a tenth of Rock the Bells. And I'm going like, how the hell did Shane do that? Like, holy shit. So props to those who really are putting, you look at Rhymefest. Like, man, that's like
What
10
up,
years,
homies?
11 years working,
Coming
you know what
up
I mean?
too. Make sure you get your tickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not easy, man. So big up to Scoob, man.
Yeah, no, I know, and Scoob, knowing that, like, he left another position because he knew he what he could do on his own in this position, and it is a lot of work. I'm not saying it's easy, but he kept going with it, and they're putting some good shit together, man.
Sir.
And
Yes,
and
sir.
Speaking of that, though, you guys just had one yesterday.
Yeah.
My brother and them
Saturday
were
and
out
Sunday,
there.
yeah.
They were out there, and talk about this event though. We didn't get into it enough, but it's
So-
a mix of two things.
Yeah, so Gemwork is really focused on the independent artists, right? And if you have, like, let's say somebody has 500,000 followers, what this ain't for you really. We're trying to gear up to people who, you only have 100, 200, you need to get your views up or whatever it may be. But it's curated, so my son listens to everybody's music, and he hand selects people he's gonna put on. He various styles. It could be somebody that raps slower to a new modern beat or faster or whatever. But there's a variety, so you don't have to sit through hours of the same vibe. Also on Gemwork Fest, it's more of a party, less of a concert. So the DJ is not allowed to play any rap. Specifically, you cannot play any rap during the show. You're gonna get more than enough when we have Beat Sync do their production set, and more than enough when the artists
and all the
perform.
rappers.
Yeah.
So in between when the DJs are playing, they get free reign.
It's amazing because when the artists show up, there's a curated cipher with Beat Sync, but then when the main acts come on, everybody gets 15 minutes. Now we had Dirty Birdie headline, and he carries a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And he carries a name, so it's like he still only 15 minutes. Now let's just say that he wanted to do more because he is who he is, then we'd allow it. But it's more of a party, less of a concert. You know what I'm saying? Now the second day of Gemwork Fest is underground hip hop meets underground wrestling. Right. So Tech has arranged to have certain artists walk out certain wrestlers. And there's performances during certain times because the wrestlers have to get ready for the match, kind of a thing. So there's open times here and there. But what we love about the wrestling is the style of Compton Mania takes me back to WWF, like when you had characters. Because before, there was a time in wrestling where I stopped watching it because it was like watching 50 bodybuilders fight each other. Like, I guess if that's what you like, but like I love the George the Animal Steels, the Macho Man Randy Savage,
Junkyard Dog.
you know what I'm saying? Like there was characters, and so Compton Mania has, So, with Compton Mania, what's dope to me about what they do is, first of all, they bring back the characters. The second thing that they do that's dope is that there's commentators through the matches. So, but they say the most hilarious shit. And I didn't know that if you go to a wrestling match, right, on TV or something, you don't hear the commentators that I see when I'm watching on TV. There's people commentating, but they bring it to you live right there and then. So when the commentating happens, it's funny as shit. It's funny as shit.
So live commentary during the matches, and I knew my brother would be there when there was wrestling involved. Like you said, sometimes we stop watching. Like I don't watch as much. I see certain matches, bro, but my brother's a fan, bro. And shout out Eclipse too, man. Another one of our DJ and producers here, but also, man, these guys watch wrestling every week. They're into it, so they love these events, bro. And there's a whole other market for that. So when you mix it with the music, dog, it makes sense.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And we're still fine tuning stuff, man. If the festival blows up at the end of this year, then next year we may try to do a 6-city tour. We have links in Memphis, in New York, Connecticut. So, we want to bring back. If you've never been to a Gemwork Fest, now listen, if you ain't never been to one, you're missing out because the vibe is so incredible. I've been to plenty of events, and it's always like kind of standoffish because it's a lot of underground MCs in there. But at Gemwork Fest, it's like you could walk in that way, but you're gonna leave laughing and smiling and like I just met this dude. Does he make beats? And I just met. It's again more of a party, less of a concert because hip hop started at a party.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it.
So what? But people act like they don't want to dance no more, it's just so that's what we're trying to do, just to change the whole dynamic of what's going on and add on to what other people are doing. Look, Rhymefest is dope. Gemwork focuses on independent artists. There's so many independent artists that are so dope. Now if Rhymefest wants to put on the name acts, that's great too, because they still need to perform and be out there. Because look, man, for the most part, if you made it to a certain level, you got skill, man. You got something to present. But there's a lot of the other ones that people it just didn't pan out, number one, or they just don't know how to work social media, or they don't, and shows are so swamped. So like, how can I get on your show, man? If you only knew how many MCs that we got already. So Gem Work is really going to the ones that need it the most and going, nah, you're dope. Now, if I put you on and you blow up, it's on you if you stay up there, because only you can mess up your whole growth. Because honestly, this is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If you make it and you want to go on tour, people don't realize that you're seeing all the luxury part, the chandeliers and the wine and the women and so you think like, oh yeah, that's what it's about. Like, no, listen, fool. If they book you for a TV show, there's rehearsals. You may be there all day because they got to do the lights and they got to do.
And you may be there all day for like a little couple-minute segment. Like it will take. I've been at some of them sets, bro. It's crazy.
I'm not, and I'm not saying this in a mean way, but I'm not a fan of Cardi B at all. Music-wise, I'm not. But I'm sitting here going, I have to appreciate and really respect her hustle, because there's no way you could be that famous and not work. There's no freaking way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't care whatever genre, however you want to make your music. Just to understand it's going to take some work.
Yeah.
Consistent work.
And that's what we're getting at here, and like appreciate festivals like what they put together, because if you are serious artists about your craft, this is a platform to jumpstart what you're about to do and get used to the work, like you said,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
So the newest album, man, is it's coming for the people, man. It's here. Like you spoke a little bit about it, but did you produce the whole thing yourself?
Yeah, I still do that, because you know what? And it's no disrespect to any other producers. It's just I've been doing it so long myself. There was a time at the beginning when I was trying to get other producers. And I did have a few before I started making my own beats, but it's like I know how I feel. I have to explain it to you so that you can transfer what I'm telling you I'm feeling into music. And sometimes it's just not as accurate. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
And so with me, it's I go back there and make beats, and the funny thing is that all of my beats I made for Tech, because before my album, I was telling him, I go, look, man, it is what it is. People see you as a Latino, so you need to have some type of Latin stuff in your beats. You could rap over anything and sound great, I know, but marketing-wise, it's just what people see. So let's start going in that route. So I gave him all these beats, and he wrote one called White Cop, and it was dope. But he goes, man, I can't think of nothing on these beats. So they sat in the folder. Then I talked to my cousin. And then as soon as he was like, Quinto Piso, that's an album title. Oh, what is the concept? I went to that folder, bro, every song was like.
It spoke to you, right?
That's the song. That's the. Oh, man. Now my wife, she was laughing at first, like, you ain't did it in a long time. Like, you know, how's it going to sound? Because I would tell her the concepts. And she would be like, well, it sounds kind of goofy. I'm going to listen, just wait till I record them. So when I did 230, man, she rolled so hard and really figured like, wow, you did it. Like you were corny but hip hop, but it makes sense. So
and part of that part is the storytelling too, is like one of the aspects of hip hop.
Oh, for sure.
And you know what I did want to say is like you're a real one too, man, because you never cease to give your partner props, bro, because she's been with you for the whole thing.
Brother,
and like
37 years.
I give you
37
bro,
years.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that, bro, because you really you make sure your appreciation is known, and I think that's dope, bro.
I've been doing posts online, just like cutesy lovey-dovey posts, and I kill from Jurassic 5 be chiming in like, oh, there they go again. But I love my wife, man. That's you know what? I'm at a space now to where I really understand what this is supposed to be, because we're not taught that. Honestly, we're not. We're taught you find somebody, you made up and you get married and whatnot. You have some kids, and then it's just there's no guidance through it really, unless you're looking for it. And not that we haven't gone through stuff, man. I mean, I was this famous, and I got into some bullshit, right? So I almost ruined my family trying to be famous. And in 2000, I decided to I'm not doing this no more. Like I don't think I can handle it now. But she had to suffer through some stuff, we had to rebuild and stick in there. And we always tell everybody, man, that's the glue. Not that I didn't want to repair and do any, thing, but she was like persistently and consistently the glue. So
thank you, man. Yeah, real ones, man. You got to talk about that shit more often. Yeah. She said, "Shout out to the corny
that's
post."
My best friend, man.
Yeah.
I remember we went to go see KRS, and so my wife is half white, half Mexican, but she was raised by
me too, bro. That's why Shaye Whitey's over there in the back. Yeah.
So she was raised by her grandmother on the Mexican side.
Yeah.
Now I'm not telling you the whole story, but she grew up really hard and rough and streetwise, and so but because she looks more white, people tend to think that she didn't have the life that she had.
Yeah.
But like what she brings to the family, her mentality. So anyway, we're at the show at KRS One show, and my name was already bubbling, but we're on the second floor, and we're rocking. Now she's on this side of me. That's where the stairs come up, and she just sitting there rocking. And Sway from the Wake Up Show walks in there, and him and King Tech. And then he laughed, and then he walked over there, and he goes, we walked up here, we was like, who's this white girl? Like, dude, he was like, that's Mrs. Super Latin. It's fun. We have a bunch of stories like that, man. I never knew this because I'm not from the hood. I was raised in a hood, but I'm not hood like that. When we would do shows, like Peppers or wherever, I would be so excited.
I remember Peppers. All right.
Yeah. So I would get my drink. I would be ready. I'm like, man, this feels cool. And then and it wasn't until maybe 10 years ago that she tells me, when we used to go to shows, like I picked where we sat. Without the back, she goes, I would purposely go to the restroom to see if there's a window. Is there something pop off? It's like, and I'm going, how could you live like that? How could you live like that?
Yeah. Hey,
2 steps ahead, baby. 2 steps ahead.
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, huh? What?
Yeah. Wait, I didn't even think of that part, but yeah.
And you know what? The sad part is that no one should have to feel that freaking way.
No,
man.
it is real, but I felt exactly what you were saying right there because I've done it.
It goes to how she grew up. Yeah. Like, I don't know that, dude. Yeah. Her dad was in and out of prison, mom a drug addict and whatnot. So she pretty much raised herself until 8. Man, she would tell me, man, I'll be out in the streets 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm 8, 9 years old, and so she had got into some trouble and stuff. But it's amazing that sometimes you can look at somebody and think it's all cool and not even have an idea of how they grew up.
What they went through, or why they carry themselves as cool as they do now. You know what I mean? Because that's real, man. I wanted to say thank you for that because I appreciate those posts too. Like the homegirl said, man. So
the cutie ones.
No, but it's real.
But it's real,
like
and that goes back, especially now being 50.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like do I have to like? I don't know. To me, if you love somebody, you have to emotionally be able to, project it. But like if somebody's hard about it, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Anyway, man.
And especially when you guys been through it that long, man. You guys already know each other.
Yeah.
Like,
now we still argue here and there.
Yeah, everybody.
We're still learning how.
But
to
she
go.
wins.
Yeah.
But she wins.
Of course, she'll always win. I mean. But we do. We argue, but we've at the point where we're going. Come on, man. We're too old to be arguing about some dumb shit.
Yeah. And then you realize that. But then before you realize it, you're already like, watching something together or asking about, hey, did you see what so and so did? You know what I mean? It's like that when you're used to each other. That's that foundation, man. That's dope. Hey, so we're gonna get into stuff, man. I know I already seen him pass the flash over to the DJ. Yeah. So I know we're gonna get into it like we always do. We got some live shit going on with Click the Super Latin in the building. Let's go right after this video.
Look. Open my hand watch me levitate. What I sent through needles make the record break. We hit the top without no fair shakes. These papes ain't from tapes, I'm in they crates. Formulated to play hard, work my squad straight. You see the platform, I'm networking them great. You been getting developed, I've been leading the way. My curriculum's getting developed, I'm talking days. They put respect on my name, the name's getting me paid. Supah, yo, another milli on the net worth. An OG, y'all ain't never seen me sweat first. Grab the mic, it's therapy when the tech burst. The tech savvy, short circuits, I'm purge happy. I'm here to build, but I destroy gladly. Man of ambition, lead by example, you fell in the mission. You charge the game, I charge the tuition. It's different, one way to win, it's not in your feelings. Enjoy the party, crush grapes and the oysters grilling. Welcome to another level where the lions break bread and eat the crabs out the barrel. I'm on my shit, they gon' pay me like it. Could hit the block, rather break the cycle off the shit that they ain't find inside of a Jewish Bible. My flesh always bear my biggest rival. I live every day and I strive to die to. Dead my lower self, graduate to elevation. The guy got him shook, it's a new vibration. Ain't like what I seen, started changing my reflection. Build, destroy, build many levels, get this lesson, boy. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. What are the roots and the universe shall give it? Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Blood, sweat, tears, got a bag of good pickings. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Pick them all, take a bite, try everything. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Blood, sweat, tears, blood, sweat, tears. Yo, I smack your circle out my square though. My cipher don't move nice around you weirdos who fear growth. It ain't about who you know, it's what you know. Opinion be the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Tread lightly, bro. I pity the fool, he minuscule on the grand scale, frail with trickery view. Sharp with the tongue, but he lacking the tools. Slave to the master, to the chosen, you fool. It's only a few at the top of this food chain, catching the groove, salute. The roots of knowledge are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Those who know do, and those who overstay and teach. We wage war so we can live in peace. I'm burning trees while the meek on their knees. All changes sweet, all praises due. Look up to the stars, you see a you. Poetic praise in my haikus. What's left to prove? Shit, nothing. Carved out a lane, made change and kept the flame lit. My contribution to the culture, the universal language. Sharpen the style and swing dangerous. Propeller kick fly shit like hangers. Drunken monk, gorilla fist bangers. Katana chain, Ginsu Ranger. The name ring bells like danger. You ain't family stranger. You the next to get it like the second child. Reckless and wild, throwing the towel. Chicken the armor, exposing y'all through a fill around. Got your whole squad acting different now. Brother mine's the name paramount. Fuck they talking about. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. What are the roots and the universe shall give it? Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Blood, sweat, tears, got a bag of good pickings. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Pick them all, take a bite, try everything. Pick a dream off the tree of fruition. Blood, sweat, tears, blood, sweat, tears.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Phalasee. We're at the B-Side show, baby.
Yeah, man. We do this every Monday night, man. You see, we have a good time, and with the livest artists coming through, man. This guy's been working for a long time for this culture, and like even with the sound stage and everything, you had the forethought, I guess you could call it, to know this is also a bit like people are throwing shows in different venues.
People
but
have strengths, man.
Yeah, and they don't have the stage or the sound even like. So that's another niche to this thing right here that we do.
Hip hop, look, hip hop's a culture, right? In this culture, you have mechanics, you've got politicians, you got whatever. So you can't just go, I just want to rap. I mean, that's great. But back in our day, it was like you rapped, you breakdanced, you graffitied, you DJ'd, like you intermingled through all of them. So and then now it's like, no, I just want to rap.
And so with that being said. If you do want to rap and you got a show or you need some sound, man, where's the best spot to get at you guys for that?
Website for Click Sound is clicksoundstage.com, and you'll see exactly what we do work-wise. And as far as gem work, reach out to Gem Work Radio on Instagram, and you touch with Tech the Super Latin, a.k.a. Brother Maz. And just stay networking. That's what it's about.
You know, that's another thing. I appreciate your guys' videos together too, because it's just a dope relationship you guys have, because it's like you're both hip hop, but you happen to be father and son. It's like crazy, like you know.
He said it one time that we're like the first ones, like a first father son duo, and you know I'm always like, I don't know, man. He's like, no, man, claim that. You know, I
could just picture him saying it right now when you said that, right? Hey, man. So what we getting into, man? We got some live shit. That's how we like to do our show and end it with some live performance.
So I'm gonna do 2 joints, right? I'm gonna do a joint called 230, which I spoke about, and then I'm gonna do another joint called the Old School Cut, which is funny as hell because that song is a demo from '92. But it fits the album right now because we're hip hop's 50.
Yeah.
And you'll know what I mean when you hear it.
I'm sure. I'm already knowing. You know what time it is, man. And DJ Survive on the 1s and 2s. You ready?
Now,
Let's go.
Can I take this off?
Oh yeah, whatever you want, dog. Yeah, it's your rules, bro. Click the Super Latin in this motherfucker. B-side, make noise.
I'm gonna preface this story real quick. So, me and my wife and my brother-in-law and my sister went out to dinner. And we were saying our goodnights, and there was a young couple arguing in the distance. And for some reason, she was crying, and all of a sudden, he slaps her. And I was like, yo, what the hell, dude? That's a girl. And he's like, what? You want some of this tool, man? And he starts walking toward me. And all I heard in my head at that time was,
man, take him in the jewels, Grandpa. Don't do it, Grandpa. You're going to get hurt.
You know what Born on Law would do, right?
No, never mind all that, Brother Click. What would Jesus do?
No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
man, I got him in the head face with a bone piece. Turned to wifey and was like, hey, call the police. I let him as I shake my hands loose. Cause after 2 minutes and 30, dog, I'm out of juice. He comes in wild swinging. I dodged them all except for one. Now my ears ringing. Was this a bad idea? Nah, man, what the hell? I yell, a man should never hit a female. I thought if that was my daughter and got red hot. Adrenaline's got my hands moving non-stop. But damn, this young punk ass won't drop. The clock's ticking at 1:30. I ain't too proud to be 50 and fight dirty. I pull his hair, poke his eye, bite him on the back, headbutt him in the face and squeeze his ball sack. Now I'm a solid 230, bruh. I ain't lying. I put all of my weight up on him, thought he'd start crying. Instead he got heated and wiggled out my chokehold, then spun around and smacked me in my freaking throat. I shook it off with the grin like that didn't hurt. I thought I had him shook. Nope, that didn't work. It's evident young blood is confident, but he ain't experienced the suplex on cement. I gotta calculate my moves cause we're at 210 and heavy breathing setting in, but I'm still hanging though. He tried to swing, but then I tackled him and I grappled him.
Honey, 20 seconds left.
I know, I'm trying to handle him. My legs are shaking and I'm tired. I'm about to give up, but then
LAPD, man, break it up. Come on now, get off the old dude. Break it up.
And that's how it went down. Now, this next joint is called the Old School Cut. So everybody in the audience, when you hear it, you want to jump in the hook, jump in. Let's do this. My era was the best era of hip-hop. All right, now. Party people in the place to be. Yo, party people in the place to be. Check. Party people in the place to be. Listen, been rocking since the early days of 85. All I did was beatbox, but ain't afraid to say that I was live. The type of guy other fools despise, cause I was fly. Used to rock cruise from Vanny all the way to Hawthorne High. Known throughout the city as a Latin kid with beats. Got people out their seats when I bust knee deep like I used to rock shows with that. Even those that used to boo before I'd even hit the stage start to clap. Bobbing their heads forth and back, trying to put the West Coast up on the map. And when I wasn't rocking, I was at a party doing the ET and crowds mixed throwing in the beats. But wait up, I got to get up on this MIC. Let your party people know just who I be. So if you ask me, those was the days when hip hop was in its coolest phase. But if you don't believe me, yo, check this out. This is how we used to turn the parties out. Come on, party people, if you're ready to rock, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you want to get down, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you're feeling real good, let me hear you say, oh yeah. And if some of y'all are from the old school, let me hear you say, oh yeah. KRS, Scott LaRock, Eric B, and Rakim. I remember when I wanted to be just like them. Or maybe have a hit like Biz Markie when he yes, y'all in woo. Y'all remember that? Make me wanna go and spin on my back. Cause ain't nothing like a little biz, or maybe even Kumo D's. Do you know what time it is? Damn, that was the jam. But what about Roxanne, yeah, with your TFO. Can't forget AJ Scratch by my man Curtis Blow. But the dopest thing that I think I ever heard, Joe, my man Dougie Fresh on the show. Y'all remember? Party people, if you're ready to rock, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you wanna get down, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you're feeling real good, let me hear you say, oh yeah. And if some of y'all are from the old school, let me hear you say, oh yeah. On and on to the break of dawn. Used to rock shows with my shell tops on. I've never been to jail, so I'm no ex-con. And when I'm making a mortar, I like to keep my socks on. So tick-tock and you don't stop. Ain't nothing like bringing old school flavor back up in hip-hop. So make way, cause here comes the crew. About to be top billing like the audio too. And like the hottest crew, we'll be taking out sucker MCs and rocking shows with party rhymes like these. But if you don't believe me, yo, check this out. This is how we used to turn the parties up, baby. Party people, if you're ready to rock, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you wanna get down, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Party people, if you're feeling real good, let me hear you say, oh yeah. And if some of y'all are from the old school, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Remember this? What? Wait, listen to this. Remember this one? What? In the truth with it?
Get it, dog.
All right, man, I'm done. Peace out, bro.
Click the super and make some fucking noise. That's right. That's how we used to party, man. Like real shit like that. Like you would sing along with the crowd. Everybody would have a good time, dog. Yes. Well, you know, no, I'm saying like that's the way to get the party rocking right there, man. So you call it old school, but that's the way it should be done, man. So thank you for coming through, my brother. Let them know where they can find you. You mentioned the soundstage already, but
clicksoundstage.com. On IG, it's Click the Super Latin, ClickTheSupahLatin. But if you follow Tech the Super Latin or Brother Miles or Donkey Bones, you'll see me in there.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? And it's cool that, like you said, your son is, taking the torch and running with it too, man. And that's dope, man. So, with that being said, you mentioned briefly, but the Super Latin legacy.
Yes.
What does that mean to you? Hip hop.
Super Latin legacy is again to show that we were here. So you people who remember. I remember walking up to a dude, and this is like Tech was already in his 20s. And so I had just surfaced back around. He was like, yo, man, I remember you, man. Yeah, I remember you used to come up on stage with your son. And he goes, what's he up to? I go, he's right here. You know what I mean? He's not this big no more. But the legacy is just, it's the brand. It's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the father-son thing. It's the family thing. People call her Mrs. Super Latin. You know what I'm saying? My son Jojo Mama, he's part of everything we do. I mean, if you look at videos, if you go to YouTube and pull up a song by Click 88, actually, that's when I was a Christian rapper. I went by Click 88. So if you look up Click 88, the song is called Contact. You will see, I'm beatboxing and all the kids are rapping. It's like, I'm not sure if anyone's ever done that like that. So
yeah, man, that's real right there. And I'm glad that you came and got to tell the people about that, man, because it's real important, and that family bond, but also this hip-hop culture is important to a lot of us, man. Yes. So I'm glad you guys are carrying that, man, for real. Thank you for coming through, my brother.
I had a blast. Always.
We appreciate it. I wanted to shout out Sister Asia, who's watching. She's always supporting. I had to shout her out because she's a real supporter right there, man. But Fally, for co-hosting with me, DJ Survive, Eclipse holding down behind the scenes, man. Low, we got Struck over there, man. Jelani, thank you guys all, man. Cash in the building. And I wanted to say again, happy birthday, Shaye Whitey, man, and thank you for all you do back there, man.
Feliz cumple birthday.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys next week. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, everybody jump in. Let's get a group shot. Whoever is not photo shy. Good show, guys.
Best night, best